Hi, my name is Neville Douglas. I'm a building surveyor based in Stoke-on-Trent. Right, so a lot of people have been asking me about using mind maps to map projects, whatever it is that you want to do, remembering where you keep files. And so this video is going to go through the basics of mind mapping. This is the site that I use. There's going to be an affiliate link in the back end of the video, in the description at the bottom. You know how it usually goes. I'm going to start with a basic mind map here, which I'm going to show you, and eventually you'll be able to go over to doing complicated mind maps like this. The beauty of mind maps is that you never forget anything. So without further ado, load the intro. Hi Joan, I thought I'd do a quick little video for you with the MindMeister so that it helps you to get into the software. It's not complicated. Things seem complicated, but they're not really. So I'll just jump right in and show you what to do. So you can see here I've got all the different mind maps that I've been doing over the years. That's not everything, actually. You do have this system here which shows all mind maps. So if you click on that, then you can see all the mind maps that I've created there. And you can put them into various folders as well. So when you click on all mind maps, if you get the software, you have a blank mind map here, right? So all you do is you click on that one, you click on new mind map. This is with the new software. You've got the new mind map legacy, the old legacy software, I think, and you got a new mind map there. So we'll try that one, see what it does. Okay, so that's the old legacy one, so don't go for that. That's the old setup how it used to be. Not very good, not very useful, so I'll come back. Ignore that bit. They've just changed the software, actually, so that's why. So this is the new software that they use now, the new legacy. Legacy means old, so it's the old software. So basically, that's the first thing in your mind map, okay? So let's say, for instance, you can give it another name, so you can call it test, right? And then once you've got the first thing in place, let's say, for instance, you click on this adds a child, which is, I don't know, let's say bills, for instance. And then you can just hit the return key. Come on, you should do it. Go back to the original one, hit the return key, and then you've got websites, for example. Yeah. And then now it allows you to do it. So we could say media. Yeah, so that's it. So you've created your first mind map. Then if you wanted to add something on from there, you can see that you've got add a child. If you click here, you've got this menu here, which is connection, comment, notes, media, attachments, and icons, right? So let's say, for instance, I'll work through this here. You've got actions as well, which that's what this is. Then you've got you can change the font, you can change the colors, you can say make that box there orange if you wanted to, so it's more notable. Come back to here, this gives you the layout, so you can change the different layouts. But if you come back to actions, so let's say, for instance, you've got a document in a folder in, say, let me just move this over. So I've got folders and I use Dropbox, right? So I've just created a document and I've saved it. Let me just shorten this down, in a folder so that I can access it. So let's say, for instance, I don't know. Yes, how to rent document there, right? So you want to be able to access that document. If you're using Dropbox or Google Drive or something like that, what you can find is it should come up when you right click on your mouse. It'll come up with a list of menus that you can see here. And down here, because I'm using Dropbox, it gives you the ability to do several things. So what we're looking for is the link that says copy Dropbox link. click on that. It's copied the link, and I know. Let's create another one, which is how to rent. Right. So you got the how to rent thing there, and you click on here, which is a contextual menu. It says paste link in there. Because I've copied the link from before, you can paste it in there like that. You click on OK, wait until that goes green, click away from it, and then if you want to open that document, which is over there, you can close that now, by the way. You can then click on that, it will take you to the location where the document is, and then from there, if you want to, you can then open that document. So it takes you to the folder where the document is, so that you can then go into that document, have a look at it, open it up, and edit the PDF or whatever you want to do. So that's just the things that you can do with Dropbox. So that takes you back to the mind map. So that's linking a document, linking to media. Okay, so let's say, for instance, I wanted to link to, say, a video that you found on YouTube that you found really useful. So you go to YouTube. Let's find this chap here. He's got a lot on his channel. Oh, be quiet. Right. So you could go to YouTube, for instance, and then you can click on share, copy that link there, close that, be quiet, and then go back to your mind map. You've now click on this here, paste that link in there, click OK, and you can see that it's brought the link to the YouTube document. Sorry, video. So you click on that. Yeah. Anyway, so you can see how that works there. So if you want to link to a website, okay, I'm supposed to be working, but anyway, look, right. So then you can click on that again, copy, right. I'm looking at Croatia, and then you got the website there, so you can then paste it in there, going on those three dots again, click OK, and then you've got the link to the website now. So if you want to go back to that website because you can't remember, it gives you that link to that website. You can do it with bills and documents. You get the idea. So to extend on your website, say for instance, you wanted to put an image in how to rent, say for instance, right? So we can click on that document there, just so you can remember things. So what you do is, I don't know if you're using a PC, but you would use your screen capture software. On a Mac, it is Alt Shift and the dollar sign. So then you select that document there, or that screen capture. With mine, it does allow me to grab the document or the screen capture before, and then you hold the mouse so you can see whether you've got the image now. Drag that over this text so it's right in the center of the text. Release it, and it should upload the document. There you go. So that's the screen capture, and then you can then reduce it. So that does that. So that shows you, that gives you that link. So you can then capture images off the screen, for instance, and you can place those. So let's say, for instance, so it's Command Shift dollar sign again. And if I wanted to capture my image to put in the mind map, it's giving me a little capture of it there. You can see it's almost transparent, so you can see the text beneath it. And then you can then drop that into the mind map. Now, let's say, for instance, Mark is going to do a webinar and you want to capture information, right? What I do is I create a lot of blank fields so I can then add things in. So I'll do one and then tab, one tab, one tab, one tab, one tab. Then click on this one again. Come here, you. That's it. Click on that. Oh, it's added a child over there for some reason. But let's say, for instance, oh, this is how you expand and contract them, by the way. So down there, It's going to chuck it over there. Okay, so now it's allowed me to do one. So then again, it's one tab, one tab, one tab, one tab, one tab. And those are just blank spaces then. So as Mark's talking about, I don't know, say assisted sales, right? You can put that in there. And so you're not trying to type everything in straight away. Or if he's talking and he's showing screen captures, say for instance, let's have a look. I'll take this tab out here. And Mark's talking about assisted sales and I want to grab an image, I will just, because obviously he sends you the email before you do the training with him, and he gives you basically a list of things that he's going to talk about. So what I do is I'll have this ready, right? I'll put the headings in there that Mark's going to be talking about, and then as he's doing as he's talking, I'll be doing screen captures, and I'll say, right, you mentioned this, so I'm going to stick that in there. And then he mentioned something else, so I'll do the screen capture again, and he's talking about this subject now, so then I'll put that one in there like that, and so on and so forth. So you can see how you can build up the mind map. If you want to be able to see more of what's going on, let me just shift this out of the way. You have the controls over here, so you can zoom in on your mind map, out on your mind map, zoom in. This function over here allows you to, if you click on here, you can change the layout of your mind map, so you can have it as outlined, or you can go back to the mind map itself. So it's got quite a lot of useful features in there. That one is if you want to do a presentation. It gives you a control somewhere. There we go. So then you can just do a slideshow of the sequence in which things were created. So you can actually do a presentation to someone and go through all of the different things. But remember, you've got to get your sequence right when you're doing that. That one there, that just centers the mind map, so it brings it back into the center of the screen. So if I reduce everything, it does that. And what else is there that I need to show you? There is an option to export, which is over here. So let's say, for instance, I've created that mind map. Let me just see what that is there, because you've changed it. So you've got duplicate, move, versions. So you can go backwards in time if you make a mistake, or you want to add something, or you've taken something out, you can do that. You can share with other people. So for instance, you could put someone's email address in there and you could share that. You could share that link with someone else, but they do charge you for that, by the way. Integrations. So you've got Meister Task, which is a task management software that you can use with MindMeister. You can connect to Google Drive, connect to Calendar, and you can connect with Microsoft Teams as well. So it is a collaborative piece of software. And these are just the options that you have again. So let's say, for instance, you're doing your business plan and you're laying that out in this. You can then click on export. So, this, imagine this is your business plan or whatever it is that you're going to do. And you think, right, okay, I need to have a document or an ops manual, because mine is an ops manual. I've got my whole system on a mind map. Let me just show you which one I've got. So, and you can also search here, right? So once you create your mind map and you want to find, say, I don't know, assisted sales, should be lowercase, but it doesn't matter. I'll click on that. All right. So let me just take the cap lock off that. So let's say, for instance, I don't know, cracks. Yeah, that's a good one. So it shows you all of the mind maps that have got cracks in. You can also search by title, and you can also search by title and content as well. So with this one here, it then takes you into this mind map, right? So this is the one that I've created from reading a book, and I look at traditional houses and everything else. This is not for the light-hearted, by the way. It's a good book if you want to get that as well and have a look at that. And but it is quite complex. So the point I'm trying to make is you can search for anything in a mind map. Okay, so when you go back, then you have recent mind maps that are just being created. So this is a test one. What you can then do is you can export or you can print. If you export, it gives you the option there to export as a Word document, PDF, images, Microsoft PowerPoint, a raw text file. So you click on next, takes all those things into account. So you can click on that mind map format that you want as well. So it's MindMeister, or you can export to another mind mapping software. So click on next again. Hide notes. No, that's if you put any notes on for yourself. Export, and then it will ask you where you want to export the file to. So I have to give it a minute. And then I'm going to save this on my desktop. So this is the mind map that we've just created. Okay, documents, desktop, right? So I'm going to call it, well, I'm going to leave the default name as test. So now if I'm not going to close the thing on Croatia because I'm coming back to that. I love you, Croatia. Never been yet, but I'm going to go. So, right, that is the document there. That's not the document. That's the document there. So test document, all right? So this document contains files that may refer to other documents. It's still talking about the links because it's got the links in there. And then you click OK. So now it's created a cover page for you. And then you've got the mind map there that it's done. It saves all the images, but it then creates a table of contents for you as well. So if you wanted to look at, imagine that this is your ops manual and you've got bills that you're going to look at. So then it will take you to the page which has got bills. You can't see that because it happened really, really quickly. It's got a page for websites. So you could then extend on your mind map over here, right? And I know this is complex, so just go through this very slowly and take your time with it. I've got websites, that link over there. Okay, let me just zoom in a little bit for you. So that is showing that page there. So it's created a separate page over here. So as you start to add other websites to this by doing this, so it could be on food, obviously you'd have to re-export it. But once you re-export it, it's going to have food as a sublink or a child to the parent link there. So you can see you can create a document quite quickly and it will index the document for you. So, and basically you just build on this, you just keep building on it. You can access it on your phone as well. And that's it. So I hope this helps you to move forward with your mind mapping.